You know, it's really sad that a great fighter like Frank Martin has been completely set up so early in his career, still growing his knowledge in the boxing world and respect. And unfortunately, he got with a company that was pretty much setting him up from the start. And we kind of talked about that in one of our video drops about how he was actually set up. And the advice whoever gave him to back away from Stevenson was bad advice. And we knew that. But now we got more of the story. Frank said, or claiming, that he didn't know nothing about the contract of $1 million between Stevenson. He just knew he had to come in one day and they say, oh, you're going to be fighting Stevenson. And that's why he backed out. Do we believe that? I don't know. It's a great story to tell, but I don't think that Frank would. Oh, we don't know Frank like that. We don't know any of these boxers like that, but the story does sound very suspect to think that such a great fighter would back away from somebody like Stevenson, especially when he's in his prime. He's young, he's strong, he's powerful. He got just as much skills as Stevenson. He just don't have the veteran years. And I strongly do believe that Stevenson was a strong fighter for him. But due to his last fight that he had with Arda Tom Oyayendam was really not impressive at all. That's why Frank started having a meltdown. And it was very obvious that something was not correct within the company itself. The question to me is like, what was really the conflict? What caused this immediate uncomfortable position for Frank to back out of $1 million contract, allegedly? He appeared to be such an inspiring fighter for them and a #1 fighter for Man Down Production. But the setup was really obvious that he was being set up by someone. Now we just get more detail of the story that it was, unfortunately, Man Down Production. But Man Down Production's been having some issues for a while now, even though they did gain 2 good fighters, Anthony Josh, Ryan Garcia. Let's see what happens with those 2. So as we do know that boxing in the male side has become a popularity contest more so than the sport itself. But this story do have legs. Unfortunately, Frank Martin had to leave Man Down Production and move forward to the next. But will Man Down Production give him his walking papers with ease? Personally, maybe not, maybe so. But Frank Martin was definitely set up, because I think they got wind of him wanting to move forward or wanting to leave the company, go back to his old trainer. So I think they was going to give him this bag. Fort Stevenson, more likely he probably wouldn't have not won, which to me I think it would have made his career more crippling than anything. And then they was going to possibly drop him. My theory. I'm not sure. I'm just throwing a synopsis story out there, but I think this is how it was going to play out. But if I was Frank, I would have went in there, put on the best performance, won against Stevenson, and then dropped the contract. Got my bag, walked off, and trust me, he would have got picked up ASAP. He got skills. He's a great boxer. But I'm going to go a step further, because I do believe Errol had nothing to do with the situation. I think Errol has a great company. But I think Errol needs to really stand back, look at what the real internal problem is within the company, remove that, and get Frank back. Because I don't believe that Errol really wanted to lose Frank. I think he really, really admired Frank's boxing style, and he knew he was going to make a big, big bank with Frank. I truly do believe that. And I also believe that Derrick James is a great trainer. strong. I love the way he trains. Real powerful, forward. Got some skills. But there's other eternal problems within the company. Because man down is definitely letting some men down right now. Will Frank Martin have a career after this? But I do believe that Frank Martin definitely needs to get more animated. He definitely needs to come out this shell. Because being a boxer today, you have to be more popularized on Twitter and social media so that people do not forget you so easily. Because there's just too many other boxers out there that would take his place real fast, real quick. Because this is definitely a money grab sport right now. These boxers are making $100 million paychecks. Who's not going to get into the ring and make $100 million? But we'll see, because this story definitely got some legs and going to continue on walking. But Frank is going to have to get more animated. He's going to have to start speaking up on social media platforms. He's going to have to stand up and start taking the initiative to build his own brand. He's going to have to take on the bull. And he's going to have to really run with it until he becomes his own brand and unit. Because his skills is phenomenal. On that note, we're going to leave it at that. So you guys tell me what you think. Leave your comments below. Do Frank Martin still have a career? Can he survive this situation? And will Man Down Production allow him to live? We'll see. On that note, boom! And also, guys, listen, we've been having some issues with viewership and also subscribing. So make sure you guys subscribe. I hate to say that because everybody always says subscribe and hit the notification bell, but I guess this is what we have to do to keep our channels going forward. But anyway, guys, please subscribe and hit the notification bell and keep watching and tell some friends about it. On that note, peace.